let's come to our mats. Getting nice and comfortable. I like sitting cross-legged, whichever leg in front. Getting comfortable, you can sit on a shirt or a blanket, whatever works for you right now. And then just bring your hands to your knees for a moment, letting your palms be facing down. Let your eyelids become heavy. Release that breathing into your belly. Taking a deep inhale and a complete exhale. And keep breathing that way. See if you can come to this wonderful 5-count inhale, 5-count exhale. Just taking a couple moments to settle down from your commute. That commute might be from the kitchen or it might be from your home, depending on if you're on Zoom or if you're here in person. Whichever thing has been happening for you this morning, just slowly letting it go. Taking this hour for yourself, recharging, checking in with yourself. And gently blink open your eyes. We will move into alternate nostril breathing, bringing your left hand into chin mudra, so your thumb and index finger come together. If you're wearing a mask, you might want to pull the mask down a little bit. Bring your left hand down to your left knee, and then your right hand is coming into chin mudra, so your thumb and index finger come together, and then the little ones are pointing out. You can use your right knee to push the little ones up a little bit further, so it ends up looking like this. And then the right thumb is for the right nostril, and the small ones are for the left nostril. We will be inhaling for a count of 5, holding for about 18, and exhaling for about 8. I'll be doing the counting, you'll be doing the breathing. So when you're ready, close your eyes, bring your right thumb to your right nostril, and start inhaling through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close both nostrils, hold your breath. Slowly exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close both nostrils, hold your breath. Slowly exhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close and retain. Slowly exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let your right hand come back down to your right knee. And with your eyes closed, just continue breathing. Use the next couple minutes to check in with yourself and just observe any shifts or changes in your body that might or might not have occurred through this little breathing exercise. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more grounded, Maybe some kind of emotions came up. Whatever it is, just be observant of it. And then gently blink open your eyes. We're going to move into our Kundalini exercise. It's a breathing exercise that's good for anxiety and depression. We're going to bring our hands, like the fingertips, to the shoulders. Just to show you how it works in slow motion, you're going to use your inhale to shoot your arms out and your exhale to bring them in. But we're going to do that at a pretty fast pace. So you're going to close your eyes, nobody will be looking at you. To give you an idea, it's going to be... That's kind of the pace, but as fast as you can go to kind of make you be able to continue for a while. So just bring your fingertips to your shoulders, close your eyes, and when you're ready, just begin. With your next inhale, bring your hands into your lap. Inhale completely with your lungs fully filled. Hold your breath for a moment. And when the urge to exhale kicks in, just slowly exhale and relax your face. I'm going to do this one more time. So bringing your hands back to your shoulders. And then just begin with your inhale, closing your eyes. Inhale, bring your hands back to your lap. With your lungs fully filled, hold your breath for a moment. And then again, when the urge to exhale kicks in, slowly exhale, relax your face. Keeping your hands in the lap for a moment, keeping your eyes closed. Just again, taking a couple moments to just reflect. Maybe your heartbeat has speed up a little bit. Maybe you're feeling some warmth in your body. And then with your eyes closed, slowly start making your way onto all fours. Bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And we'll just move through a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Using your inhale to let your gaze go up, your belly goes down, hips stay nice and high. Exhale, moving into cat, rounding the upper body. Maybe your head goes in between your arms. Inhale back to cow. Exhale back to cat. Let's do 3 more rounds with your own breath. So just using your inhale and your exhale to gently flow through the movements. When you're ready, coming back into your neutral spine. And see if you can really let your belly button move inwards even here. So you're kind of getting rid of that curve in your lower back. So you have a lot of core engagement in this pose that seems very simple. Pressing your palms down into the ground. Shoulders are nice and wide. And see if you can extend extend your right leg out to the back, keeping your hips even so your right hip doesn't open up. And then flex your right foot so your toes are pointing towards your head. When you're ready, extend your left arm out to the front. Left thumb is pointing up towards the sky. Keep breathing here. Exhale, bring your knee and elbow together underneath your belly. Inhale, extend. Let's do this 3 more times. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. 1 more time. Crunch. And inhale, extend. Keep everything nice and lifted. And then slowly bring everything down. And let's move over to the other side. Extend your left leg out to the back. Lift it up. Flex your left toes, so your left toes are pointing towards your head. Check in on that core engagement. And then extend your right arm out to the front. Right thumb is pointing up towards the sky. With your next exhale, bring your knee and elbow together, coming into your crunch. Inhale, extend. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, extend. And 2 more times. Crunch. And extend. And 1 last time, coming into your crunch. And extend. Keep everything nice and lifted, flexing your back foot. And then slowly bring everything down and come into child's pose for a moment. Keeping your arms out in front of you so you're keeping yourself nice and long. Forehead can be resting on the mat. Hips are gravitating down towards your heels. Breathing into your lower back here. Filling up your lower back like a balloon. And then with your next inhale, coming back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. And with your exhale, lift your shins off the ground, but just a tiny bit. They're literally hovering just above the ground. It's almost like you're trying to only have a thin piece of paper in between your legs and the mat. Keeping your shoulders nice and wide, pushing those palms into the ground. Keep breathing. Exhale, lift your hips, coming into your first downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees again. Bring your shins down until they hover. Exhale, lift your hips. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your shins down. Exhale, lift your hips. And 1 last time. Inhale, bend and hover. Exhale, lift your hips. Coming into a nice down dog. We will stay here for about 10 breaths. So really taking your time, setting up comfortably. You can move in your down dog, you can bend your knees, you can move from side to side. whatever your body is craving this morning. Also realizing that sometimes stillness is what we need. Really feeling into that stretch. Feeling your fingers spread out a little bit like little sunbeams in the morning. Shoulders are wide, moving away from your neck. And then with your next exhale, slowly walk your hands to your feet. So you're ending up in a forward fold at the back of the mat. You can maintain a gentle bend in your knees if that feels good. Just let your hands come down to the ground. Letting your head hang down heavy. Letting go of any tension in your neck. Your next inhale, come halfway up, bringing your hands to your shins. See if you can let your gaze go slightly towards the front of the mat. Keep breathing here. I'm going to stay here for a moment. Exhale, come back down. Walk your hands out to the front of the mat, coming into a high plank. Again, shoulders are pushing away, they're pushing out the outsides. Heels are over your toes, butt is nice and low. Exhale, move back to your down dog. Inhale, come up high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees slightly. And taking teeny tiny steps, walk yourself all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms over your head, and bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise your arms out and up. Exhale, swan back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms over your head. Bring your hands to heart center. And one more time, inhale, raise your arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. And bring your hands down to heart center. And all the way down to your sides, coming into Tadasana. You can close your eyes here for a moment. I always like imagining there is a thin piece of wood or something in between my thighs and I'm gently squeezing that piece of wood. Shoulders are relaxing down. Your eyes are closed. You can gently blink open your eyes. And we're going to start transitioning your weight into your left foot and move into a one-legged Tadasana. So lifting your right leg, keeping a 90-degree angle here, then flexing your right foot so your right toes are pointing up towards the sky. Making sure the shoulders are still nice and relaxed, so you don't want to have them pulled up with tension. Embracing the shakiness here. If you fall out of it, you can always just come back into it. Two more breaths here. And slowly bring your right foot back down. Shift your weight into your right foot and then lift your left leg up. Again, keeping a 90-degree angle, and then flex your left foot so your left toes are pointing up towards the sky. Checking in on your shoulders and on your neck. And also observing any differences on this side. Are you more stable? Are you more shaky? It's normal to have one side that feels a little bit less stable. Two more breaths. Exhale, slowly bring your foot back down. Shake it out for a moment. Then we're going to come into another little balance movement. I will just point this way so you can see me better. Going to bring your right knee into your right chest. It's always easier if you spread the toes out on your standing leg to give you more surface to stand on. And then you're going to open up that right knee to the right. Left arm move out to the left. Maybe finding a point to gaze onto the ground, or maybe in front of you, whichever one is more challenging to you. And then slowly bring your left hand back in, bring your right foot back down, and move over to the other side. First, hugging your left leg in, and then slowly open up your left leg out to the left. Right arm can move out to the right. Nice little stretch in your left hip here. Slowly bring your right hand back in, bring your left foot back down. Move your inhale, raise your arms over your head. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, keeping your right knee lifted, right heel stays up. And check in on your front leg, making sure your left knee is over your left heel. You have a nice 90-degree angle here. Most likely feeling a big stretch in your right quad right now. Staying here for another moment. And then slowly bring your right knee down to the ground. Release your back toes. You want to have a nice wide stance, but you want to maintain that 90-degree angle in your front leg. When you're ready, bringing your hands to your left knee, letting yourself sink deeper. You're trying to get your hips down towards the ground. If you feel good in your body, bringing your hands to heart center. Or if it works for you today, you can even bring them over your head. Really going as far as feels good. You want to challenge yourself, but you don't want to hurt yourself. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Plank your back leg. Step your right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, keeping left heel lifted, left knee stays up. And again, take a moment here to check in on your front leg, making sure that knee is over the heel. Letting your hips sink deeper towards the ground, really feeling a big stretch on your left side. That left hip most likely feels really good right now. And then slowly bring your left knee down to the ground. Release your back toes. Keep your hands on the ground for a moment. And when you're ready, bring your hands up towards your right knee. Letting yourself sink deeper. And when you're ready and it feels good, bringing your hands either to heart center or maybe over your head. Remembering that all they give you are suggestions, and you can pick the one that works for you, or none of them. And slowly bring your hands back down, frame your front foot, plank your back leg, and then step your right foot to the back of the mat, coming into a high plank. And then by either bringing your knees down first and then moving all the way down, or you can come from your plank and move all the way down onto your belly. I will demonstrate with your knees on the ground. Hands up underneath your shoulders. Relax your back feet so your tops of the feet are touching the ground. And then using your inhale to come into a little cobra. So it doesn't have to be high. Gaze goes in front of you on the ground, pushing the tops of the feet into the ground. You can almost feel like your knees and your quads are almost lifting off the ground. Exhale, slowly come back down. Let your forehead rest on the ground. Extend your arms out in front of you. Taking another deep inhale and complete exhale. And then with your inhale, lift your arms and your legs off the ground. Coming into a full locust here. See if you can lift up a little bit higher. Keeping those feet close together. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, come back down. Let your forehead rest on the ground or maybe on your palms. And then bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and make your way back into your high plank and then your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. And then slowly bring your right knee towards your chest, letting your shoulders move over your wrist. Extend your leg all the way back up. Bring your right knee towards your right elbow, let it hover high. Exhale, extend. Bring your right knee towards your left elbow. Exhale, extend. And then bring your knee back to your chest. And step your right foot all the way through in between your hands. Left foot comes down at an angle about 45 degrees. And with your inhale, coming up into your warrior one. Sinking deep into your right knee. And then see if you can let your hips both face forward. I always like imagining the front of a car and both headlights are facing forward. Maintaining integrity in your back foot so your back foot is deeply planted. If your hands are not at heart center, slowly bring them down towards heart center. Start straightening your front leg. And then gently start folding over your front leg. When you get to the point where your upper body is parallel to the ground, pause here for a moment. And then gently come all the way down into your pyramid pose. Hands can come down onto the ground. You can stay on your ankle, they can be on blocks or books, whatever you have at hand. And also making sure that your front leg is safe. It's totally okay if there is a little bend in your right knee. Really adjusting the pose to your body and not the other way around. And gently bend your right knee, lift your left heel, walk your hands slightly forward. If you're on your fingertips, it's totally fine. You don't have to be on your palms, you can be on your fingertips. And then just start rocking back and forth. We will move into a standing split by lifting your left leg up towards the sky. And then slowly bend your right knee, bring your left foot back down. And we'll move back and forth between those two a couple of times. Just bringing your left foot up into your standing split. And slowly bringing it back down into your lunge. Play with it for a moment, going at your own pace. And the next time your left leg is up, keep it up, staying in your standing split. If you want to challenge your balance, you can bring one or both hands to your right ankle or foot. And slowly bend your right knee. Bring your left foot back towards the back of the mat. Hands are on the ground. And then step your right foot to the back of the mat, coming into your down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high towards the sky. And bring your left knee towards your chest, shoulders move over your wrist. And slowly extend. Inhale, bring your left knee towards your left elbow. Hold it here, hold it high. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring your left knee towards your right elbow, oblique twist. Hold it here. Exhale, extend. And then one more time, bring your left knee towards your chest. And then step your left foot all the way through in between your hands. Put your right foot down at about 45 degrees. And with your inhale, coming into your warrior one. Again, sinking deep into your left knee, making sure those hips are both facing forward. Making sure you're still smiling. You can't see as you can totally fake it here. exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Straighten your front leg. Right hip is slightly pushing forward. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, start leaning forward. Again, when you get to the point where your upper body is parallel to the ground, pause for a moment. And with your next exhale, come all the way down into your pyramid pose. Going as deep as it feels good. And again, if you can't touch the ground and you don't have blocks nearby, you can always bend your front leg slightly until your fingertips or hands touch the ground. Left hip is slightly pushing back, right hip is slightly pushing forward, giving that nice contrary movement in your body, which actually helps you to square it out. Leading with that belly, with every exhale coming down a little bit further. Just remembering you don't lead with your head, you're leading with your belly and your head follows. Gently bend your left knee. Walk your hands forward so your fingers are on the ground, a couple inches in front of your left foot. Might be off the mat, depending on where you are on the mat. And then sort of rocking back and forth, right heel is lifted. We're going to move between the standing split and the lunge. So with your exhale, just lifting your right leg and bringing it back down. And again, at your own pace, just play with this. It's about getting some flowing movement in. Getting rid of the stagnancy. And the next time your right leg is up, stay in your standing split. Again, you can challenge your balance or bringing one or both hands towards your right foot or ankle. And see if you can keep that right hip closed as well. You're not just opening your right hip out, but you're keeping those hips even. Which means you won't be able to lift your leg as much. And that's okay. Slowly bending your left knee, bringing your right foot back towards the back of the mat. Hands are on the ground. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into a high plank. And then again, either lowering your knees down first and then coming all the way down to your belly, or coming all the way down from your plank. Inhale, coming into your cobra. See, maybe this time you want to come up a little bit higher. But again, staying nice and safe here. So your shoulders are pushing back and down, elbows are hugging into your body, wherever you're at. Exhale, slowly come back down, tuck your toes under, and make your way back into your high plank and to your down dog. Inhale, extend you, lift your right leg up high towards the sky. And then slowly step your right foot in between your hands. Taking multiple steps if that's needed, it's totally fine. Keeping your left heel lifted. And with your inhale, coming up into your high crescent lunge. So you're sinking deep into your right knee. And slowly guide your right arm to the front, left arm to the back. left arm to the front, right arm to the back. Inhale up. Exhale, right arm out to the front. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm out to the front. Stay here. And see if you can lean forward, bringing your left hand down towards the ground. Right arm goes up towards the sky. Nice easy twist. If it feels okay for your neck, you can let your gaze go up towards your right hand. It's also okay to just look down towards the ground or towards your foot. Really whatever works for you right now. Exhale, bring your right hand back down. Take an inhale, and with your exhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands to heart center, and see if you can sink a little bit deeper with your hips. We have a pretty wide stance, so this might be really awkward, but we will transition from here into your airplane or your warrior three. So I always like sort of rocking back and forth first, and then making your way up. If that feels really shaky, that's totally okay. Keeping your hands at heart center to help with the balance. Lifting your left heel up towards the sky, while your left toes are pointing towards the back. See if you can direct your gaze slightly forward. So still on the ground, just in front of you. Then gently bend your knees, bring your left foot down at the back of the mat. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, coming into your high plank. You can stay here, or you can move through an optional vinyasa. Either way, we will all end up in a downward dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. If you need to take a break, you can come into child's pose. Child's pose is a place you can always come to, by the way. Really nice, safe place. It's a good way to come back to your breath. And slowly make your way back into your down dog if you're in child's pose. Inhale, lift your left leg up high towards the sky, and then step your left foot in between your hands. Keeping your right heel lifted, with your inhale coming into your high crescent. And sinking deep into your left knee. Sometimes I feel like in that pose, my tail is not fully aligned underneath me, so I'm kind of out of whack. What helps is to bend your right knee a little bit, shift your hips underneath your shoulders, and then straighten it again. It's a really nice, easy way to align your body. Take a deep inhale, lengthen yourselves. Exhale, bring your left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale up. Exhale, right arm to the front, left arm to the back. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm out to the front. Inhale up. Lean slightly forward, bring your right hand down towards the ground, moving into our easy twist. Left arm goes up towards the sky. And again, maybe letting your gaze follow up towards your left hand. Maybe letting it go down towards the ground or your foot. Slowly bring your left hand back down. Exhale, bring your hands back up, keeping them at heart center. And we will do that somewhat awkward transition again from this white stance. So your right heel is lifted. You can let it rocking back and forth. And then just lift your right heel coming into your airplane. And right heel is lifting up, right toes are pointing back. See if you can let your chest go slightly forward on the ground. You can stay here for 3 more breaths. And then gently bend your left knee. Bring your right foot down towards the back of the mat. Inhale, arms go over your head. Exhale, bring them back down. Step your left foot to the back, coming into a high plank, and moving through an optional vinyasa or straight to your down dog after your plank. Be another nice 5 breaths in your down dog or child's pose. And slowly making your way back to your last down dog. Lift your right leg up high towards the sky. And then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bringing your left knee down towards the ground. Releasing your back toes. Nice little lizard variation here. But see if instead of letting your right knee pop out, you can actually push that right knee into your chest. A big chest on each shoulder. And then from here, start walking your hands slightly forward. So they can even come off the mat if that is accessible for you. Keep the right knee pushed into your body so you're not letting it flop out. And see if even in this pose, your shoulders can stay away from your neck, so you're creating space in between your neck and your shoulders. Slowly walk your hands back in. Lift your back knee, tuck your back toes under, and step your right foot back into your high plank. And back into your down dog. Just for a moment, lift your left leg up towards the sky, and then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into your lizard variation on this side. Right knee comes down. You can release your back toes. And then again, making sure that left knee is pushing into your left shoulder or left upper arm, depending on how high up it is. And then slowly start walking your hands out in front of you. Again, if they can come off the mat, that's great. If that's not accessible, just be where you're at. Fully being. slowly walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes under, plank your back leg, and then see if you can bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You're going to come into a deep squat, Malasana. Bringing your hands into prayer. Then use your upper arms to very gently open up your knees. So don't just push them open, gently open them up. Let the crown of your head move up towards the sky. Pelvis is grounding down. I always like imagining I have that string going through my body, pulling me up and down at the same time. Lengthening you. Then slowly interlace your fingers. Extend your arms out in front of you. Let your head rest in between your upper arms. You're squeezing your head with your upper arms. And then with your exhale, start lifting your hips up as high as your knees, but not higher. Internally rotating your thighs inward. You can really feel that fire in your legs. Keep squeezing your head with your upper arms. Keep those hands up high. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, slowly come back down and sit down on the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. And use your hands to make sure you're sitting on your hips only by moving the butt flesh out to the sides a little bit. Flex your toes so your toes are pointing towards your head. Inhale, reach up high with your arms. And with your exhale, start leaning forward, but you keep reaching long. You're not just moving down. It's like your belly is moving down, but your hands keep reaching forward. When you come down, you can hold on to wherever you're holding on to. Maybe it's your knees, maybe your shins, maybe your ankles. Letting your head hang down softly. But still using your breathing to come down deeper into the pose. You're using your inhale to lengthen and your exhale to melt down deeper. Two more breaths. And see if you can come back up the same way you came down. So you're having your arms extended and you're bringing them all the way back over your head. And then bring them down to heart center. And bring your right foot in towards your groin. And just keep it on the inside for a moment. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right leg, so you're hugging it in slightly. And just walk your right hand behind you. Looking over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. There's a really nice and gentle twist. Slowly come back. Bring your right foot on top of your left thigh, so just above the knee. Bend your left knee, bring your left foot in slightly. Bring your hands down about 3 to 4 inches behind your hips, with your fingers pointing outwards. And then very gently start lifting your hips up high. Kind of like a reverse tabletop, just with one leg. And if this is totally not feeling good, you can always leave your hips down and just open up your heart this way. So there's always options. Your hips Hips are lifted. With your exhale, bring your hips back down. Release that right leg. Extend your right foot all the way out. Bring your left foot in towards your groin. Hug your left knee with your right arm. And gently walk your left hand out behind you. Letting your gaze go over your left shoulder towards the back of the room. And then slowly come back, facing the front. Bring your left ankle on your right quad, just above your knee. And help yourselves to bend your right knee slightly. Bring your hands a couple inches behind your hips on the ground, with your fingers pointing out to the sides. And then again, either lifting your hips all the way up, or keeping them down and just opening up your chest by pushing it out, shoulders down. It's a really great way to stretch out the shoulders after using them in all the down dogs and planks. So just giving them a little bit of attention, a little bit of extra love. Exhale, bring your hips back down. Slowly uncross your feet, uncross your legs. But keep your knees bent, feet are down, hands are on your side. And then slowly start lowering down all the way to the ground. See if you can use your core to do that. Keep going nice and slow. Perfect. When you get all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. Hug them in tightly. Putting yourself in this teeny tiny little package. See if you can lift your head, bring your forehead towards your knees. Exhale, bring your head back down. Extend your left leg out, but keep your right knee in. Gonna move into spinal twist. Right arm can go out to the right. And then bringing your right leg over to the left. Left knee, the left hand can be on your right knee. Like some nice popping happening in your body. Embrace it. Gaze can go up towards the sky or over towards your right hand if that feels good. You can already start closing your eyes here. Exhale slowly, bring that right knee back to center, hug it into your chest one more time. Then slowly extend it all the way out. And bring your left knee in. Hug it in tightly. And then extend your left arm out to the left. And bring your left leg over to the right. Your right hand can help you to bring your leg over. Can weigh it down. Again, remember, it's okay to already have your eyes closed here. Deciding if you would like your gaze to go up or towards your left hand. And then slowly bring your knee back into your chest. Hug it in one more time. And then extend it all the way out. Coming into your Shavasana. Feet are about mad-width apart. Toes are pointing out to the sides. Letting your arms rest on the ground. If you had any sweaters on, I recommend you put them back on. Keep you nice and warm. eyelids are heavy. Letting your body sink into the mat. Really coming back to your breath. Letting go of the physical part of the practice. Embracing this last and most important pose. Letting it bring up and come up whatever there is to come up and to be brought up. Without judgment, without action. You're just an observer. Being non-attached doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that the feelings that are coming and going do not decide how you feel any given moment. You're aware of them, you feel them, but you don't dwell on them. And then with your eyes still closed, slowly start coming back into this room. So breathing deepen, let prana move through your body. Let it start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Let the movement spread out into your arms and your legs. Bring your feet together, bring your arms over your head on the ground. Giving yourself a big stretch. And slowly start bringing your legs into your chest, hugging them in tightly, giving yourself a big loving squeeze. And then let go of your knees and slowly roll onto your right side. Letting your head rest on your right hand or your right arm. And your left hand is just there to support you. And then from here, gently and slowly, make your way back into a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed for now, keeping your attention inwards. Bringing your hands to heart center one more time. Maybe feeling that connection between your thumbs and your sternum. Feeling your heart beating. Feeling the warmth. Gently bring your thumbs to your forehead. Tilt your head back, open your heart. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be kind. Namaste. Thank you so much for masking it up with me today. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. If not, just have a beautiful chilly